Food for Thought with Professor David Ndete.
Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Food for Thought with Professor Ndete. My name is James Okumu. This is where we get to talk about mental health issues, creating awareness about some of these conditions so that we can reduce the stigma associated with mental health issues. Now, we want to begin a series, very interesting series, as we talk about co-occurring disorders. What are they? How do they look like? What causes them? How do they affect people? So, karibu sana. And as always, make sure if you're watching us on YouTube, tell a friend about it, subscribe to our channel, and let's get as many people to watch this video so that we can continue to spread the awareness on mental health issues. Professor Ndete, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Always a blessing to hang out with you.
Always a pleasure to have you back in my office.
Yes, and to get to learn quite a number of things. Co-occurring disorders. What are these all about?
Well, it is just what the word says. Co, together, occurring together. It's like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 conditions
At the same time.
at the same time
Okay.
in the same individual. Okay? It can take 3 different forms. It can be a physical condition occurring with another physical condition in the same person.
Okay.
Like we know, for example, diabetes and hypertension and high blood pressure,
Yeah.
they tend to
They tend
occur
yes.
to occur together. And if they go along for some time, then they may affect the kidney. So that you have diabetes, hypertension, kidney problems.
Yes.
They are, it's like they go together if they coexist for a long time. We have heard about dementia, which is very common. Well, we are beginning to see it, or
Yes.
rather we are beginning to talk about it.
Yes.
And just for the sake of the viewers, the most productive research on dementia is taking place in this place.
Oh, really?
Definitely in terms of Africa, but that's a favor from God. That's not what we are talking about. We are saying, same as dementia. If you have hypertension, you are diabetic, you are predisposed to this condition, then we are talking about very many conditions occurring together physically.
Okay.
Then you can have several psychiatric conditions occurring together.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very common, and we'll talk about this in a moment. Several psychiatric conditions occurring together. And then you can have psychiatric conditions, or mental disorders, occurring together with the physical conditions.
Okay.
So 3 possibilities:
Yeah.
physical, 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 mental, 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 physical, mental, physical. And all of them are very common. It's only that we are not aware of them. And
Okay.
I know a little bit of the controversy, how it all started, and what we know as of today, but we can talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
What causes this? What would cause different things to happen at the same time?
Well, that is what we are trying to understand.
Okay.
And we are beginning to wonder, do they share same genetic factors? Are the condition located in same chromosomes? So that certain genes occur in a given chromosome.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where there are differences, males and females. What is the cause? This is what we are trying to do. And this is at the cutting edge.
Okay.
There's much that we don't know. However, we have made observations, and I'm sure people have made observation. I mean, you go to the villages and you say, people, don't give me stress.
Yes.
Don't give me stress,
Don't give me
because
stress.
stress is going to cause me problems. It's going to cause high blood.
Nataka nikufe mapema.
Unataka nikufa mapema. And these are ordinary people in the villages.
Yeah.
Shushu who never went to school, they know this.
Yes.
Yeah, and they'll
Yes.
tell you. I have a guy here who came to see me. He's more than 100 years.
Oh.
Yeah. He came running up the stairs.
More than 100 years?
Yes, more than 100 years. I think it's 101 or 102. Eh? And the children, they told me, Mzee is doing very fine, but we just want to be 100% sure. We have done scans, we have done MRIs, we have done to the best physicians, and everything is okay. But you know, what do you think yourself? And the man didn't have anything psychiatric. So I asked him, how do you manage these things? How have you managed? Well, every day I walk from this place to this place. I do not drink. My children take care of me very well. But there is only one thing. My children and my grandchildren know that under no circumstance do I want stress from anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. Here is this man at this age knowing that one of the things we must avoid is stress. Yeah. So we all make these common observations. And that's how science starts, by the way. Novel discoveries occur completely out of just observations. And you wonder, why this? When they discovered the penicillin in 1943, in September, around that time, it was just by chance. They showed that when you grow bacteria, you know, there's a way of growing bacteria. You feed them so that they increase in number so that you can study them. And in one of the food that they had given to these bacteria, there was growth of a kind of a mold, a fungus. And that growth seems to kill the bacteria. They could not coexist together. And then what happened? That man was a Nobel Prize winner. It's only that he used. Now, when it comes to mental disorders, I think the thing that people didn't pay a lot of attention at that particular time actually happened in the early 1950s. We are talking about nearly 70 years ago, just around that time, in Boston, USA. There was this group of general practitioners. They were seeing the high-class people living in Boston who had made success in life, who had the best access to services. And they divided their patients into two categories in terms of following them up. There were those who were bereaved, that they lost somebody, they lost their spouse. And losing a spouse at that end of life is very traumatic, because these are people you have lived with, you have children, you have grandchildren, and even maybe great-grandchildren. When they followed those who were bereaved, they found that those who were bereaved died 5 years earlier than those who were not bereaved. And as I said, they had the same access to the best services. They had made it in their lives. The only difference between these two groups is that one of them was bereaved,
the other was not.
The other one was not bereaved. And you know, bereavement can cause a lot of stress. So, and then when they died of stroke, they died of cancer.
Wow.
How did stress lead to these lead to physical conditions? That's what people are trying to understand now. And again, going back to, we are talking about people knowing these things and not paying attention to them, or they know but they don't quite understand the mechanism behind. Haven't we been reading in the Bible that one of the things you must try to avoid as much as possible
is worry?
Now we understand the connection between worry and physical conditions. So if you worry, you are just quoting physical conditions only. So this treatment prescribed in the scriptures finds even scientific relevance, and now we may not have understood that time.
Yeah, but
now we can understand. Whether you read the Bible or read the Quran, whatever, we can now understand that there is a relationship.
Thank you so much. I hope that you've gained some knowledge on this amazing topic, co-occurring disorders. As always, tell a friend. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so. Let this information spread as far wide as possible, because these are important things we are talking about. And also, I would like some feedback from you. If these segments are educative for you and they're giving you vital information and you love what we are doing, please take the time right now to give me some feedback via our SMS line. 20316 is the SMS line, and the WhatsApp number is 0786 316 316. And like I always tell you, if you have some topics you would like for us to cover that we haven't covered, feel free to suggest them as well. Until next week, when we pick up from where we left off today, have yourselves a great day.
Food for Thought with Professor David Bitte.
Thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified whenever we upload new fresh content every day. Stay tuned and enjoy fresh, uplifting content.